So I want to share a little bit about my story with you guys, because I know what it's like to feel anxious. I know what it's like to feel depression. I know what it's like to have all these conflicting beliefs and these conflicting emotions that create confusion, misunderstanding, stuckness, lost, and the gambit of all those different emotions when you compile them together. Now, there's nothing wrong with feeling all those feelings. There's nothing wrong with it at all. And that's the premise by which I teach. Because in order to transform a feeling, you've got to take ownership of the feeling and you've got to validate the feeling. And then you've got to shift to the outcome of the feeling that you really want to start to feel. So there's a little bit of structure, there's a little bit of theory, there's a little bit of understanding that you need to know first before you will fully understand the mechanism by which I'm teaching. But what I am going to tell you is that once you learn it, once you implement it, once you take it to heart, you're going to have full control of your emotions and you're not going to be in the same situation you are right now, because we're going to change that for good. Because I've learned a technique that has shifted my life completely. So about 13 years ago, I was suffering with anxiety, panic attacks, obviously the traumas of life, the conditioning of life. We weren't all equipped with the strength of a strong belief system that can propel us towards our passion, towards our excitement, towards our dreams. Often we're taught in a way that limits us, and we can feel restrictions, we can feel pain, we can feel suffering, we can feel all those negative feelings that limit our experience of life. So I suffered with really bad anxiety, panic attacks, and it crippled me. It crippled me completely for many years, until eventually I had to seek help. And on my path I was lucky enough to meet a man called Christian Stadler, a German hypnotherapist, and he started working with me, and just one session with him completely transformed my anxiety. And I was like, how did this happen? I couldn't even figure out myself. So I started to study with him, I started to learn with him, and I learned exactly how to understand and control the emotional brain, or they call it the unconscious mind. And it's a very simple mechanism once you understand how to do it, once you understand how to connect with it. And I want to share with you in a very simplified, easy to digest, easy to understand format of how you can understand how to connect with this part of the mind. Because once you connect with this part of the mind, you can connect with the inner power and the emotional control that is birthright to us. It's our natural ability to shift from a good state into a bad state, or shift from a bad state into a good state. It doesn't matter, but what matters is that you are the one controlling if you're going to experience this good feeling or this uncomfortable feeling. So over my 10 years since I actually shifted the panic attacks, depression, mindset, I've learned a whole lot of information that's enlightened me and opened my eyes, and it's transformed my life in the most beautiful way. So I want to share that information with you. I know what it's like to suffer, I know what it's like to be in pain, and I know what it's like to not suffer and not be in pain as well, because I've shifted it. And I want to share with you all the steps. I've taken all my experience and I've summarized it into a very easy to understand format. So it guarantees that once you go through this, and if you commit to this course, if you commit to my training, if you commit to the teachings that I'm sharing, I can guarantee that you're going to transform your mind, you're going to transform your body, you're going to transform all the feelings that you're feeling now, and you're never going to feel it again. You're going to put the past in the past, all these bad feelings, all these uncomfortable feelings, all the things you don't want to feel, we're going to put them away, and we're going to open up to all those good feelings that you really want to feel. So go through my information, understand what I'm sharing, read everything, purchase my anxiety hack, because within it I'm going to be giving away so much value, stuff you've never heard before. And I'm no different from anyone else. It's just that my pain jet strap shot me into my pleasure, into my understanding, into my passion, and it's become a passion of mine to understand mindset, to understand emotional intelligence, to understand state management, to understand how to live a good quality life, feeling strong, feeling at peace, feeling balanced, feeling all those good emotions. So go through my course and we're going to shift your life, we're going to change everything for you, because you're awesome, you deserve it, and you're great.